What up, y'all? It's Wheat. What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to YouTube. This your girl Lati from Terrace and Wheat to Road Show. Where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We are gonna bring a lunchtime message. So, let me get a little color. Need a little color. Hands are dry. We done been into some stuff. We put up some fall things. Today is 9/18/2025. But whenever you get this message, it's still good for now. Hey, Monica, thank you so much for tapping back in for the lunchtime message. We got way too much lotion on our hands. But, yeah, I'm getting fall is coming. I think it's September 21st is the first day of fall. So I'm getting that, and we brought out some fall decorations to go in front of the house, and so we were picking up fall, and then we got a new deck of cards. We already opened them, but we wanted to show y'all. Look, Starseed Oracle deck. I love it, and the spirit is already moving because when we cracked it open, we pulled out the card that was so relative to the rising message, which was Destiny versus the Faded Life, and they split on a card that said Destiny, Dance with Destiny. And I gotta throw this away. Give me 2 seconds. Don't go away. Don't go away. We're still here. We're back. Look. So they split on a card right out the box called Dance with Destiny. And I was like, oh my goodness, another awe-inspiring moment, right? Collecting an awe-inspiring moment is what I heard. Destiny versus the Faded Life. And we were talking about how they are intertwined, intermingled. Some things are fated to happen. I was getting fated meetings and fated occurrences. And then destiny is like we're making these choices and it takes us along this journey. So along the journey, as you're making choices, things are fated to happen, right? So intermingling the law or the principle of multiplicity. Thank you, Monica, for that. So when we got this deck and we opened it up, they split it on the Dance of Destiny, and we was like, oh wow. And what the good thing that the person who made this deck, I don't know the author, I don't remember it, and it's not on the box, so we can't give them credit. But the way that they did it, it's like 50 oracle cards, and then there's 50 cards that would constitute the book. Right? So what we would normally get as this, they made it into cards and expanded the deck. And I thought that was super awesome because we use the deck and sometimes we'll use the card depending on, or the book or the card depending on how the spirit wants to bring them. So if we bring this message, see the same Chamber of Soul contracts. They just opened up too. And we actually pulled out something that, yeah, here it is. See? Contracts, soul contracts, and lessons. So that's how the spirit uses its tools. It uses its tools, whatever, because it all belongs to the Most High God anyway, right, to bring the message. So Inner Temple Oracle, right, coming out, and it has this right here. This book goes to this deck, right? So this is a whole different set from this card, but they match because the spirit just did that. Awe-inspiring moments. Another awe-inspiring moment. Soul contract and what? Soul contracts. So we definitely know. I'm getting some are falling away, releasing. 9/18/2025 is another 9. 1 and 8 is 9, and 2025 is 9. So 9, all about releasing, all about releasing. So Spirit is really bringing a message on this, and it's giving us the energy of faded life integrated with your destiny, where we think about them as separate entities, this or that, this or that. No, it's your destiny is intertwined with your fate, and it's all about. I'm hearing a spin-off on the Terminator. Something is terminated, and it's something with communication. So let's make sure we're clearly communicating. Slow down. I'm seeing the scene from the Terminator where it's something carved. Linda had carved in the table the fate you make, right? And she, she carved it in there, and that's how John and them knew where to go find her. She was about to go find somebody that the person that created the Terminator. Like, they found the remnants, the chips, the pieces, the hands and shit, and they recreated a fucking monster, is what it was given, right? That's the movie. But in the movie, she said, the fate you make, right? Or, yeah, the fate you make. And it's given like some things are fated, but you also make choices that are intertwined with your fate. And I'm getting that does affect our soul contracts, right? It's almost like attempting to change the outcome. And I am getting something very, very deep. It's a lot of concepts that's coming through this channeled message. I'm gonna just start calling them all. So if you resonate with the things that they're saying, take it, put it in your spirit, meditate on it. I'm saying soul contracts. I'm seeing fate, like a objective, like the thing that was supposed to happen because of the soul contract that was made. That was the objective, that is the outcome. But also there's destiny that's involved, and we are making choices along this journey. We're not conscious. It's things that we don't know with this King of Swords that's down here. And the spirit is like making it very difficult to pick it up. We can't see it. But it's like things that are hidden knowledge, right? King of Sword knows, right? It's like they have clarity, they have truth, and they are supposed to be able to operate and use that truth. With this Four of Pentacles that was down here, it's giving something is controlling your ability to either access the truth or prevent some sort of hidden knowledge, a hidden message, and you can't see it. And it's about addressing that thing. It could be a principle that you're battling with this Seven of Wands, that's preventing you from accessing this knowledge, the hidden truth. It could be esoteric knowledge. It could be your Akashic information. But it's a system of something that's controlling, a principle that you're battling with. And it's keeping somebody stuck. And Spirit said that is the work that must persist. It's finding out and revealing, understanding, naming, taking authority over the principle that you are battling with. So this week we have been digging into our emotions to find out what it is that we're struggling with. What is the principle, beloved? Can you name it? Can you take authority over it? And all of this is a part of your soul contract for growth, the lessons. See, soul contract and lessons. So that's lesson learning, truth gathering, right? But along the road, there's an outcome and an objective that's supposed to happen. I'm getting fall, like people or others that you are contracted to do work with, because it's a collaboration. You, the spirit representing itself as you and others, and you come together to do a thing. Some people break their contract. They are breaching. And so because they breach, because they are disobedient to the spirit, they're not following instructions, they're not keeping their promises, it's giving broken vows, broken promises, that fall happens. It's something about the fall I'm getting. So let's get into this. Soul contract. And they want me to start from this particular place. It says, or perhaps it's time for you to call them in more fully. Maybe there are helpful people who are here to support you on your journey. We kind of talked about that. Maybe you know them all by name, and some of these energies you don't know by name. Or perhaps it's time for you to call them in and know them. It's something they're skipping words, so it's giving known. So it's things that you know and things that you don't know, hidden information. And in order for you to call it, is given, you have to know it. You have to discover it, because it's things that's being skipped over, so that what you're reading or what you're seeing, it doesn't give you full awareness. There's bits and pieces missing. So let's try this again. There are helpful people who are here to support you on your journey. Maybe you know them by name, or perhaps it's time for you to call them in more fully, to make them feel appreciated, named, and known. These are souls who are here to assist you on behalf of humanity. For the more deeply you step onto your soul's truest path, the more deeply others will be able to do the same. If there's something you are called to do, there's a team of people who are here to help you. People who are in your soul contract that are supposed to help you. People who are in your soul contract that are supposed to help you. And we kept picking up this bad credit, debt, or unemployed. So even in terms of soul contracts, like a contract in general, if you hire a person and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, the contract, they're in breach and the contract is broken. It's ended. But even in a breach of contract, that doesn't mean that's the end of it. You can be indebted to a person, spiritual debt, karmic debt, financial debt, because you did not keep up your end of the contract, right? So if a person has broken a contractual agreement, there's restitution you can go through. Sometimes those agreements are laid out in the contract itself. If you breach, this will happen. You will pay us back the money that we put down in deposit, or investments is going to be increased by a certain amount of money. For fees, you don't even have a right to litigation. In the contract, they say it like some people, it's the contract says you are at most you can go to mediation, like remediation or some shit like that, where you come to the table and y'all agree to settle. It stays out of court. Like, you cannot take me to court because it's in the contract. So somebody might need to understand the terms of that contract, because Miss Happy is giving some sort of success at the end of this. So whoever may have breached their agreement, they may not have a right to sue. They may just have to be like, shit, I agreed that if I don't do what we contracted to do, I just gotta fucking pay you. Some people get bought out of contracts, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like somebody broke an agreement, they owe debt, right? They are no longer working under the contract, so they are not protected by the terms and conditions. If anything, the terms and conditions of the contract works against them and for you. What is that? The unseen world. The unseen. It says, while our physical, this is from your higher self or from your spirit team, wanting you to trust is given in the unseen things. See, one hand look like it's coming from the spirit. Like, it looks like it's definitely this cold energy. The color is different. It's saying something. It's giving spiritual realm to me. And it's definitely like tapping into the unseen. Let me get this comment up, because we ain't did nothing, y'all. We just jumped into the live like, what up, y'all? We got these downloads and we want to share it with the that's how we were feeling. We was like, ooh shit, somebody broke their freaking contract. And when we got the deck and we started playing around with the cards and we saw that Destiny come out, we was like, oh shit. And not only did they split it in this part of the deck, like the actual cards, did they split it, but then the advice, they brought the same one. They split right on the same one. And it's Destiny Dance, or the Dance of Destiny. Wow. Is it buffering? That's why I like to be in a live too, so I can see how it's happening. If it's something going on. General collective reading. So let's put that up, and we're going to pin the comment. So hopefully the audio is coming out well, the video is streaming well, and we'll be able to see if something is, not coming across sweet. It's okay for you, Miss Monica. Thank you so much. Thank you for your affirmation. Yeah. The unseen world. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega for bringing this message, for expanding our awareness, for building this energy, for revealing onto us the things that we need to see. Let it strengthen us, beloved. Let us hear, see, and believe. Let it strengthen our confidence and our knowingness as we continue to have encounters in the spirit. Things that show us that you are with us, that the help is there, that we can trust in the unseen world, that everything comes from the unseen into the seen. And I'm hearing, like, again, somebody being spoken to clairaudience. So trust with your hearing and learn how to, it's given the work to balance out your energy so you can be fully confident and strengthened by what you're hearing. And you will start seeing the results of it. It's gonna stay hidden until you believe it, because something is controlling the ability to see, to know, to understand, to get all of your hidden messages. The control could be systems of belief. We were picking up the Hierophant energy, right? Sometimes we have to really come into a higher system of understanding and belief, like how the beliefs are organized, how they have been instituted, what is controlling the information so that you don't see all of it. You don't come into that highest mindset with the King of Swords, beloved. Yeah. Soothing stillness is here. Somebody is definitely very restless, right? Running, running, running. And the spirit wants you to soothe yourself through stillness, to find rest. Find true peace in the stillness of your inner self. And we were picking up this little boat earlier today, and it was like the emotions, the waves. Look at the current. And we picked up the lesson from scripture, from Christian theology, saying that you know that the Most High God is on the boat with you. That unseen support, right? You know that it's with you. You even know that it commands the winds and the waves. Your soul is with you. That's a pixel a piece of the Most High God, like all of it, but that sacred witness is with you. And you know that if you tap into your soul, you can control the current that's raging within, or you will even be able to use it to go with the flow, right? But either way, you're safe in the vessel. You're safe on the boat, no matter what's going on around you. When you are rooted in yourself, you are always safe, right? No matter what you're going through. What the world is going to do is what it's giving me. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. See, self-awareness and balance. Justice is coming through. That balance is there. And we see self-awareness, being self-aware. Understand your inner needs and your true feelings. And that's perfect, because that's what we were talking about. Earlier, the rising message was all about understanding your true feelings and being self-aware. How can you express yourself and get help and support if you don't know what you're feeling to what? If everything is just like, you're supposed to know me. I need help. I'm in despair. Okay, great. I'm going to support you. What do you need? I don't know. Don't you just fucking know what I need? Do something to make me feel better. Well, that's not what mature people do. Like, emotional maturity says you know how to express yourself and you can advocate for your own needs. So if you are not able to express yourself, then you probably really need to get to know yourself. See, break that mental chain. Old belief systems. And we've talked about the Hierophant and belief systems that have been formed that may be keeping you, controlling you, so that you don't see, you don't get the full information. You don't get the hidden messages. You don't get esoteric information because maybe there's a blockage. Somebody may have taught you that esoteric information doesn't exist. You don't tap into your Akashic records because they tell you that your Akashic records don't exist. It's the disbelief. You don't believe in the unseen world. And until we can believe in the unseen, then it's very hard for us to have faith or trust in what we do see. Because it starts from the inside out. If you don't believe in the unseen world, then maybe how do you truly believe in your spirit? How do you truly believe that all things are possible, beloved? Right, that it knows the way to go. It understands the flow. It understands the cycle. It knows the contract, what you're supposed to be doing. See, betrayals scar. Somebody was in a soul contract. We all have soul contracts. We are all souls here on Gaia, and we have contracts, and we have lessons to learn. But if the people that you are contracted with, those other spirits, if they are not obedient to the soul contract, then they are in breach and they owe a debt. So karmic debt is given fall. Like it's time for the bills. The bills are due. It's long overdue. And it's given like when Some things you just can't take to fucking court. I don't give a shit how many times you file bankruptcy. You not getting rid of them student loans. Them bitches stay forever. They are not. They don't qualify to be released under bankruptcy. I'm just saying. So that's some shit you can't fucking take to court. It's given that. It's given shit like that. Like you have sold contracts with people and they do not have legal recourse. They cannot take legal action. They needed to do what they needed to do, and if they didn't do it, they already signed their rights away. Beloved, it's in the contract. Read your fine print, is what Spirit said. Shit, how do you read the fine print of your Akashic records and get your inheritance? You gotta believe in the unseen world, beloved. If you don't believe that, look. How many people believe you? It's like I can't get it out. It's belief versus disbelief. We believe some things, but we don't believe in all things. And if all things are possible, then how do we have a hard time believing in all things? It is the back and forth. It is the oxymoronic position that people sit in and keep them blocked and stuck. You cannot believe that all things possible and don't believe in all things. It just doesn't work like that. The soul's longing. This card keeps coming out. Every time we pick up this deck, this card come out. What parts of yourself have you neglected? Your soul is calling for deeper connection. And that's perfect because, look, deep connection. To find bonds of support and love in intimate relationships and family. Your soul is longing. Your soul knows that it's connected to certain individuals, but it cannot connect if you don't move, if you don't believe it, if you don't trust that it can happen for you, if you don't feel safe to move and to continue to flow and go through the storms of life knowing that you're safe on the boat. You're safe in the vessel. Your soul is safe. There's nowhere that you can go. The Most High God is with you. It's on the boat. You can sleep on the boat. Shit. Go chill, take a nap, rest. Get some stillness is what the Spirit said. You going and going and going. Go stress yourself out trying to get to a place where you gonna get there. You gonna get there. Some shit is fated. But it's all about the experience. That's destiny, the choices that you make. How can we learn how to make different choices? How do we align ourselves so that we can reach our highest? Sometimes it's just believing in the shit that you can't see, beloved. The unseen truth. It's believing in the things that you can't see, beloved. To look beyond the illusion. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in discomfort. See, people sit in discomfort. That's a system of control, to be comfortable. I can control this environment. It's set up with everything that I need, everything I think I like, and all of this ish. And it's my safe space. This is my comfort. But if your soul is calling you to continue to go forward, then you're going to be pulled into a place that's uncomfortable. It's going to be tumultuous. It's going to be that torrential downpour, that rain, that storm, right? But if you know, again, you're safe in a vessel, then you can relax. You can trust. You know that you are deeply connected. That you're being driven to the place where you're supposed to be all along, beloved. For one, you already did it. Right, we're experiencing the journey, but when we say that it's already done, it's already done. Like, boom. So your soul could be calling you to do what you've already done. And you know you did it because the Spirit showed you. You know you did it when the Spirit showed you. If they gave you a spiritual vision and you saw it, you did it. You did it in the Spirit. It is done. And what happens in the Spirit happens in the physical. As above, so below. So therefore, when they give you a spiritual vision, they put it in your third eye. They put it in your heart. They put it in your sacral. Your sacral is speaking to your heart and giving you the vision in your third eye. You know that it's done. The only thing that it takes is for you to move on it. And that, despite the comfort or anything else, beloved, you have to believe it. To have that little mustard seed of faith. to jump into action, to take it. And sometimes that action is literally you just like, oh, I feel my soul speaking. It's in my heart, like, dang, that's exciting. That's awe inspiring. And is motivating, right? I feel an emotion connected to it. It's given. Sometimes it could scare you and like dishearten you, but it's like taking courage to accept it, to grab hold to it. You start to see that thing, you formulate, the vision starts to come together, this piece and that piece is giving weaving, dream fate weaver, like your fate in all of these dream is giving dreamy energy. I don't know why I'm having a hard time getting it out, but it's something about that dream, that spiritual vision coming in. You think it's imagination, you think it's just daydreaming, but it's not. It's the spirit giving you the vision, and they're pulling the strings and the pieces, weaving it together, the whole tapestry. Thank you. It's the whole tapestry that's being weaved together. And they're showing you it, but it takes you having the ability to believe in it. To believe in it. Hey, Crystalline, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Jean, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it, whether you guys are just on audio, if you are listening, if you are watching, I appreciate it. I'm feeling two different things. It feels confusing. Please give me clarity, beloved. Thank you. Clarity. Yeah, strength and vulnerability. See, sometimes we can be vulnerable to believe in our highest self, right? It's being strong enough to accept that and go forward with heart and courage. And courage means that I may be fearful, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's the strength in acknowledging that weakness. Two things can come together and they work together, beloved. It's not just or just that, right? I can feel the fear. I can acknowledge the anxiety, like, oh, the palpitations, and like, oh, is that really me? It's so exciting and exhilarating. It's like more than I could ever think for self, because sometimes we think too little of ourselves. Like, we don't see ourselves actually being able to accomplish the fullest, highest version of us. And that makes you vulnerable. It brings up those insecurities like, do I know enough? Am I fast enough? Am I talented enough? Do I have enough resources? And all this stuff. But Spirit said is one bite at a time, one seed at a time, one step at a time. If you can receive it into your heart, that's step now. First, going into the spirit and allowing it to speak is step number one, because you got to believe, have some faith to open up the door to the kingdom and get in there. You already got to have a sentiment of safety. That safety could feel like it's shaking and it pushed you into the kingdom. Shit, it's not safe out here. I'm surrounded by motherfucking vampires and werewolves and demons. Ran your ass up into the kingdom, into the sacred, like shit, and shut the door. Hell, put some salt around this bitch and all of this. I need some help. Protect me, beloved. I'm battling all these damn principles that's coming against me. You see what I'm saying? Like standing and fighting. And when you get in there and you find a place of stillness, of rest and help and support, it's like then your soul starts speaking. You start speaking to yourself, your true self. You up here, the mental ego starts to speak to you, your true self, right? Then that conversation starts to develop trust and more confidence and creativity, and you start to discover all these things about you. You even get truths revealed onto you, hidden messages, things that you didn't know about yourself that you need to do so that you can reach your highest self. Come on with this thing. We get spiritual spankings, we get spiritual talking to, we have to be corrected. Corrected is a form of caring, beloved. So we might want to marry them too. They are not separate. Integrate them. Correction and caring. If I don't correct you, then I don't give a fuck about you. Period. Just have your ass out here running around doing and thinking whatever the hell you want to think. I don't give a shit. I don't care enough to say nothing. Why? Why would I tell you? If you run up in here, I just listened to a part of a cancer reading. They just let me listen to a short snip so we can get this. Because it's relevant to what we're getting ready to say. So thank you to Tonya at, I think it's Cancer Lover Teropus or something like that. Right? So I got to make sure I shout her out because I don't steal nobody's shit. Just period. Okay? She was addressing somebody that was up in her comments talking about how they need to tell such and so and this. She said, no. I tell you every time you come in here, I communicate, I set your boundary. This is read from Cancer's point of view. Cross watchers are welcome, right? But and the energy is interchangeable and time is fluid. Set the boundaries again in a contract right up front. So if you stick around and stay, it's under them terms, Ashe, right? Okay, okay. Somebody all up in her comments talking about you should tell Cancer this and you should tell Cancer that. And she said something that was just so on point, so on the nose, so on target, so on. She said, you came around this house looking for advice and you show up being rude and trying to tell me what to do, you can go and fuck on. I didn't ask you to come over here to hear nothing that we had to say. You came knocking, Ashe. And I think that our spirit, our soul be like that the same way. You, look, you up here with the mental, the ego that's been running around with demons and vampires and shit. You found out that it's some shit that's unseen and it's dangerous. Wolves in sheep's clothing. You could not discern the energy you was dealing with. And you messed around and got hurt. It was a part of the lesson, but we still here for you. You come on in, you come around this house that's sacred, you enter into the kingdom, and I'm telling you something because I care, I'm going to correct you. And now you don't want to hear the damn advice. You want to tell me what to damn do. How in the hell do you go into your spirit self, the true, the sacred witness that knows look, and you want to tell your soul what it's going to do? No, it don't work like that. Sorry to break the news, bad news. It don't work like that. We get corrected in the spirit. It's called caring, integrated. We off that? Off that. Somebody didn't take instruction and they owe some debt. Okay? They owe some debt. They unemployed right now because they broke their contract. You have to let a fucking vendor go, somebody you supposed to be working with to build some shit like a piece of the kingdom. We supposed to be uplifting it, right? So you got a contract to do the work together. They don't do it, they get kicked off contract. Now they unemployed. And they owe you something. And they owe it in a way where there's no legal recourse, so they don't have legal protection. They don't got no legal protection, spiritual protection, nope. For what they did, they just got to pay that. With dividends, is what I heard. With dividends. Order up. Let's get it. Which one? Miss Happy. Somebody gonna be ecstatic. When I say ecstatic, it's giving like you being, and look, at the bottom is a positive feeling. Somebody got a negative feeling, or you are able to transmute that negativity into happiness. Miss Happy finds fun in everything she does. She dances when the phone rings. Who gonna get a phone call that's gonna make you happy? You gonna get to dancing and doing a tootsie roll and shit. I'm feeling like somebody breaking out in a whole twerk section. Like shit. She dances when the phone rings and claps at happy moments, making life feel like a carnival, beloved. Happy. Look at them look at all the little gold flecks and pieces of paper. Gold has really been coming through. It's looking like gold ribbons. Is definitely the energy of celebration. What always makes you smile? Tell me about a recent time when you felt really happy. You get this phone call that's giving me that. How do you react when you see someone else who is happy? Yeah. Somebody... Miss Restless doesn't like other people to be happy. So that could be a past energy for you. It could be somebody else you're dealing with. But somebody doesn't like to see other people happy. And what can make you happy again after a sad moment? What can make you happy again after a sad moment? Number 4. And we said that. A positive feeling, right? That was at the bottom. After a negative feeling. So what can you do to be happy after something sad has happened to you? I'm here for somebody to release themselves from the guilt. So higher self for somebody that owes this debt. They are unemployed. They've been kicked off the spiritual contract. Bad credit, which means ain't nobody fucking with them, right? Your credit bad. Oh, they don't fuck with you because what they do, they look at your credit score, how you scoring, how you faring on the debts and obligations that you have, right? It's a scoring system. So if the Most High God is pulling your credit report, what's your spiritual credit report look like? Are you making good on your obligations? Are you following the spirit? Are you following the terms and conditions? Are you making timely payments? Are you, in the negative? How do you treat other people? Are you caring? Are you kind? Can you be happy for others when you are going through? Can you look at them and be like, I'm happy for them. They made it. They're in their success season. They're in their success cycle. And therefore, I know that's an example that I can do it too. Because if it's possible for them, then it's possible for me. For all things are possible to those who believe. Right? That's what it's given. But a lot of people sit in that energy of not being able to see other folks happy, and they become envious and jealous. That's the breeding ground for envy and jealousy. Yeah, we see distress and optimistic. So somebody is distressed and somebody is very optimistic. Now they could be I don't know how you be distressed. They could be distressed, but then optimistic about some things. So those two things can coexist, but it could be two different energies, right? Somebody is in distress, right? And somebody else could be optimistic. It's given the same thing as like trash and treasure. What's treasure to some could be trash to others. Somebody could look at something that you threw out and see the potential in it and be like, shit, I'm finna pick that shit up and go on home with it. I got some of this, I got some of that to support it, make it renew, refresh it, refurbished, and all of that shit. Yeah. See, then I say that somebody being, look, who was that say? Miss Jealous. Green with what? Envy. We can never make it up. Spirit said, we see betrayal scar. It's something that you don't see. It's given betrayed by people in your soul contract. And this could be multiple betrayals by individuals or spirits that you are contracted. Some were supposed to help you and some were supposed to bring lessons. So some of these ones that are bringing lessons, one of them is somebody that's restless. They can't stand to see anybody happy. And we said that that's a breeding ground for envy and jealousy. There it is. Jealous. Put that up in there. Cross watchers are welcome here. They definitely are. They definitely are. What's that? Self-love. Yeah. See love on you. Come on with this thing. Miss Jealous is always eyeing what others have. She pouts and mumbles. Why is it always them and never me? Stank face ass. Anywho, have you ever been jealous of a friend and why? How do you react when you see someone getting something they wanted? And that's literally what we said, beloved. How do people act, or how do you act when you see other people in a successful season? That person in a winning season and a winning cycle, I'm a big up, congratulate you. Good job, week. Go do your thing. Get your bag. I'm talking about your tote bag. Not just Marc Jacobs, but Marc or Jacobs could be significant. But I'm just saying, tote bag. Like everything in it. Everything. Like spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, physical health, financial health. Like all of it. Your emotional is a close circle of friends that brings support. Maybe a lover, romantic, everything that's in your Akashic inheritance, the tote bag, beloved, that. How do you act when somebody in a tote bag? You could see them carrying a tote bag. How do you act? Are you happy for them and be like, shit, I can go get that. I like that. That's cute. Oh, I like that bag. It might not be the color for me, but that's definitely cute. I know I can achieve it. I can go get it. Like, it's in my inheritance. Like, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Shit, that's a vibe, right? Or are you on that stink face shit like that? Like, that. Being envious and jealous. You can tell how you roll it, what's in your spirit, what principles you wrestling with, the principality of jealousy and envy. when you have the inability to be happy for other people when they are in their winning cycle. It's a misunderstanding of cycles in general. You running around in a hamster like being restless and you stuck in a cycle of unhappiness, it's because you need to change something in your belief system. What's keeping you from understanding this hidden information? See, discouraged. Look at that big ass bag. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. Dragging around that bag like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you. Y'all know the song. Don't y'all sing this to Erica Badu and have her come over here and cuss me out for singing her song like that. But whatever, I'm just saying. Spirit said, let this fucking bag go. Let it go. Release. 9/18, which is 9/2025, which is 9/9/9/9. Release this shit. Let it go. Miss Discouraged drags her feet and sighs nonstop. What's the point, she says, as she gives up on everything she starts. Giving up on everything you start. Don't see it through. Why? Because it's a disbelief in you. The ability to finish it, the ability to see it through, to persevere. That's a principle. The principle of strength and courage, perseverance. What spirits are you wrestling with? That's what we battle with, beloved. It's principle. GP. GP, are you with me? Oh yeah, we are the church, we ain't going nowhere. Miss Calm, see? Soothing stillness. Find true peace in the stillness of your inner self. Miss Calm is still as a lake with no waves. Didn't we say that you was out here? Look at this. You could be asleep on a boat. It's like it was a lake still with no waves. Because you know you safe in the vessel. You know who's sailing the boat. You know you sailing with G-O-D. You sailing with the Most High God that lives within thee. You are never by yourself. You just not. And when you touch base and you understand that shit and heal your wounded heart, you know that you can take courage. And you can do anything, beloved. You can meet your soul contract. Miss Calm is still as a lake with no waves. When she loses her hat to the wind, she smiles and says, no worries. It just goes for a walk. Shit, this hat fly off down the street. Am I going to take off running and like, oh shit, my hat is gone? Or are you going to be like, oh, that bitch gone for a walk? Somebody will find it. Great luck. My mama like that. She lose money and she be like, oh, well, I guess I didn't need it. And she always stays blessed, though. I'll be like, Ma, you can't just be out here frivolous, losing hundreds and thousands of dollars and be like, oh, I guess I didn't need it. What are you talking about? Yes, we did. That place pays the rent, beloved. We cannot just be doing that. Yeah, Mr. Doubtful. See, I guess see me. We need that doubt. Like, you lost what? But she always makes, the Most High God always makes the way. So release doubt. Doubt in yourself. Ashe. Let it go. Stay calm. Know that you're safe on the boat. I'm hearing Ty Tribbett. Stay safe on the boat. Let's see. Miss Suspicious. Doubtful and suspicious, and we got Miss Surprise. Damn, that's two S's, right? Miss Suspicious and Miss Surprise. Now, who is this? This gotta be Miss Happy over here with the ribbons and the celebration. And Miss Suspicious over here, the one that's discouraged carrying this big ass bag, right? It's like her, Miss Suspicious rests her hand on her chin as if she doesn't trust anyone, right? Doesn't trust anyone. While trust is here, right? Right? It says, whenever she hears something, she whispers, that's strange. How they did that? How they get that? Where that come from? You a spiritualist? What you tapped into? When you start doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving that energy. Oh, Mr. Excited. Oh, for a damn sandwich. Look at this. Mr. Excited is always full of energy. He jumps around shouting, "Great! I'm coming," and gets excited by even by yummy sandwiches. Just by you make look. Somebody could have been so in a fucked up way of energy that's just like, ugh, this one you want to see this? Embarrassed. So okay, we had a slide here, so let's see. We got Miss Insecure, insecurity. You want to look at this? You want to look at that? Insecure, embarrassed. So somebody is insecure and embarrassed, or you're dealing with somebody that's insecure, jealous, discouraging, carrying a lot of baggage, and who's suspicious, and you're dealing with another person that's embarrassed. And whose energy is this? This is the we, right? This is you coming into calm despite all of these things. Despite everything that's going on around you, you know you're safe in your vessel with the Most High God who cares and provides for you. You know that the Most High God is commanding the winds and the waves, like this outer environment. It's helping you learn these lessons and discern. And it's even bringing up resources that you need to eat. It's like bringing it up out of the gut, and so that you can feed yourself with it. It could be the correction that we're getting, the guidance to self-love, to self-care, to understand the principles that you deal with is giving your emotions and other spirits. But you definitely got somebody that's in your energy that's jealous, envious, they're carrying a lot of baggage, they're very suspicious. And something about your ability to stay calm through the situation and to develop a sense of knowingness, like releasing doubt, getting your answers from the spirit. So wherever, whatever you're trying to get answers on, this knowledge to pull it up, the unseen knowledge, the unseen world that keeps coming through, know that the answers do lie within you. And when you go in with that question, that they will bring you the answers. It could come from a very, it could come in an non-traditional, because I was trying to say unorthodox, but they wouldn't even let me say it. But it's given very non-traditional. Like you needed to open up your mind and release some systems of control, belief systems that's stopping you from believing in all the other. I'm hearing the word mechanisms, right? So I was picking up like snippets. It was giving me esoteric. It was giving me akashic. It was giving me ethereal. It was giving me spiritual. It was giving me metaphysical. It was giving me quantum. It was giving me like processes, the unseen world, right? And it's like the ability to believe. If you can't believe in the unseen world, then it's very difficult to believe in the spiritual visions that they are showing you. You will chop it off or up to something else that, I'm hearing two things. I'm getting like chopping it up like it's just imagination, like it's just dreamy thought. It can't happen to you. And you will also sit in a state of waiting for something to be delivered onto you. When it's like waiting for a package that you already had. You know what I mean? Like you came in with this package. It's already built in. And for you to sit in a position of still waiting for the delivery, it's like you'll just be waiting because you already have it, right? And now I'm also seeing a phone call, like a phone ringing. It was a point in yesterday's message where we were talking, or even a rising message it was, and mom called. And what we were saying, what the spirit was channeling at the time of the call, it left us with the sentiment that somebody is being called, right? Your soul is longing. And answer the phone came up, I think, in yesterday's live. And I'm getting your soul longing to fulfill its contract, to pull you forward to go do something, and for you to believe in that. So we got a few more minutes. What would you like, Spirit? This one. It's something about reaching for what they show you. Because they've been kind of like showing us things. Well, they'll have us look at it. And then I'll ask, you want that? And then they'll say no. And then when I go, like, well, what is it that you want? They'll show me the same thing again. They'll have us look at it. So it's a thing about seeing something. Like being able to go for what you see, what they show you, what you see, to go for that thing. And again, releasing doubt, like don't question, like to be able to take the leap, to just go. Eye candy. It's something about seeing something. And we did just mention a phone call. We literally talked about call. So it could be your soul calling, or somebody in your soul contract is calling. But it says get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. I'm just picking up on that synchronicity of the call. Take a look around you. There's so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in a new exciting project, fulfilling your soul contracts, right? Or you will go out on a date. It could be both. They don't have to be separated. They could be intertwined. So put your charisma to use everywhere and spread your charm around. 55 is 10, right? It could be this ultimate happiness, a surprise. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? 6, 7, 6. Prioritize your will. Being self-love. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. See, out of this stack, a lot of people would be like, oh, that's just coincidence. Is it really? How many times have y'all seen them come out and pull a card and affirm it? It's not coincidence. How could it be? See, a person that believes will see that it's God incidences. It is divinely syncopated. It's synchronicity. A person that doesn't believe, they would think it's just random events. It can't be happening. Bullshit. It's like, how many times does the spirit have to show you something to get you to believe it? You hear it and then they show you, beloved. Then you can see it. You already went into the spirit. You entered in. You speaking to your soul. It's speaking to your heart. It's causing an emotional reaction. You hear that inner dialogue with your heart and your soul. And it knows what your heart knows. It knows your heart's desires. Right? And to align your heart's desire to your soul's longing, that's powerful. You're going to have the vision. They're going to start to weave together all of this tapestry. And they will fulfill it through you if you allow it, Yeah, starting over. I can't make it up. 21. That's the World card. Cycle over. An ending and a new beginning. A successful beginning. It's the duality. The end is also the beginning. 21, the World card. 21. Won't you do something for me? Is what I just heard. Anywho, right? Starting over. You're being presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release. 999 is what they said. We release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Didn't we have somebody that was optimistic? We showed Mr. Optimistic. We showed Mr. Excited. We showed Miss Happy. We showed Miss Surprise. Get into the energy is what it's giving me. Yeah, come into alignment. Get into the energy. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Growth and prosperity. Wow, 4, 5, 4. That's 13. But the beautiful thing about 13, or the number 9 in general, 999 energy. Can you want to show something? This one. Ooh. Belief system. What did we say? What did we say, y'all's wheat? What did we say, y'all's wheat? They said it's belief systems. What? They said it's something about the belief system. See? Breaking mental chains. Old belief systems can keep you stuck. Be willing to challenge and rewrite them to what is controlling your ability to get into this hidden knowledge and believe in the unseen. It's knowledge in that place. That's knowledge, Ashe. Is everything in the dark comes to the light. Everything in the what comes to the light? Everything in the dark comes to the light. So what wasn't seen shall be seen. If you don't believe in the unseen, then you would have missed the whole assignment. That's your lesson in this life cycle. Changes. shit. Did they not do it? Yes, they did, beloved. Yes, they did. And yes, they will. Go after what you want. A unique destiny. What we've been talking about on this day, right? Watch the rising message. This energy is building up to something. Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. Let's get it. Let's get it. See, they don't understand. Miss Jealous, Miss Envious, Miss Discouraged over here, stuck on a hamster wheel, on not even a rat race. She in a hamster race. Shit, rats know how to chew themselves out of any motherfucking place. You want to get out of something, if it's a rat present, follow it. It knows how to get out. It know. It ain't stuck on no goddamn wheel. It feeling like they trapped in life. 1, 2, 3, 4. This shit is lining up. It's building up. Look, good luck. Coming to alignment. Good fortune. 1331. Thank you so much for bringing me back to the number 13. Appreciate you. Because y'all had took a hold of your girl. They didn't grab me. Like, pull me back, spirit. Look, this starting over. This changes, embracing change, and taking courageous steps to unlock opportunities for personal growth and spiritual transformation. And we literally went through the whole thing of talking about courage. Like, fear and bravery exists. Courage and fear equal brave. Like, they integrate. That's a partnership. You feel the fear, but it's a part of your guidance system so that you could take courage and be brave in the face of adversity, beloved, so that you can meet that discomfort. You could be comforted in your discomfort because you got the comforter built in. It's already aboard the ship. You waiting on the comforter to be delivered, and it's already with you, beloved. Come on with this thing. 9 and 4 is 13. They just showed the 1331. But the beautiful thing about the magic of 3 amplified to 9, the beginning and the ending. Just saying, right? Because after 9 is 10. That's just an elevation of 1. It just starts all over again. New level, new enemy. So get with this. 13, 9 plus 4 is 13, but 1 and 3 equals 4. I was like, oh wow, that's so powerful, right? Because 13 in Tarot is the death card. That's death and transformation. That's endings in a new beginning, right? That's death and rebirth. Now get this, the number 4 is stability. That's the 4 of Pentacles, that being rooted. That's that space of security and control, okay? Control works both ways. What's controlling you, or are you in control of you? I'm just saying. Anywho, we got the 4 of Cups. Don't miss out on an opportunity because you feel like you done went through some shit, them 3 of Cups, and that didn't work out. It's still opportunity in that because you get the lesson. And when you get the lesson, you take action, it turns into a blessing. You flip it. You change it for the good. Everything got an opportunity in it if you choose to see it. So we got the wands, we got the cups, we got the coins, and then there's the swords. 4 swords. To do what? To rest in that stillness. Meditate. Touch base. Anything else? Nope, that's it. 57, 55 when we said it. That's 12. That's the opposite of the 21 that we saw. 55 is already down here when they call it the eye candy. Okay? 21. Hangman is 12, and 21 is the world card. When you change your perception and you see shit differently, you close out the cycle week, ending new beginning. To the next now. I love you so much. I do. I pray that you are inspired on this day to release, to dig into self, to know that if something makes you feel comfortable, then you can do it anyway. You can do it anyway, beloved. Do it shaking in your pelvis. I mean, do it scared. Be anxious. Be afraid. All those principles do is strengthen you at the end of the day. I love you just like I love myself because I can't love you any more than I love me. But it's growing and expanding on a daily. And I thank you, every one of you, for being here, especially those who are coming back. You came and you knew and you chose to stay. Thank you for growing with us on this day. I love you just like I love the the Alpha and the Omega. the beginning and the ending, that called us all to be. Good God, the living word, because the infinite intelligence, it lives, it breathes in thee. To the next sound. This one's done. I beloved week.